Hi everyone, and welcome to your weekly Pick a Card Tarot readings for the week of November 25th. If we haven't met, my name is Sydney, I'm the tarot guy next door, and I use my occult knowledge and intuition to help guide you towards the life you want. If you have a question you want to ask the cards, you'll find information on how to get a private reading below. And if you want to learn how to read the cards, you'll find information on my beginner's course below. I'll be doing 5-card open readings, and here are the decks that I have for you. We have the Lightseer's Tarot with Obsidian, the Tarot de Marseille with Red Jasper, and the Borderless Rider-Waite-Smith with White Crystal. We also have 4 different oracle cards to choose from 4 different decks. So go ahead and pick which tarot deck and which oracle card resonate with you the most. It's totally fine if you're drawn to more than one. And as always, you can pause this video if you need more time. As always with collective readings, take what resonates with you and leave aside what doesn't. If you want to jump straight to your reading, you'll find timestamps below. And with that, let's go right to the readings. Alright, Group 1, let's see what we have for you for this week. Nice. I was jokingly going to say watch the other cards all be scary, but this is looking fucking awesome, quite frankly. Let's see. This feels like a good time to remind you that we all have the entire deck inside of us. Any court card can be any gender because the King of Cups is the middle card. And I watch my analytics, that's all I'll say. So I will see you right now, Group 1. Group 1, there are a couple things that struck me right out of the gate. First of all, we have 2 3s here, the 3 of coins and the 3 of cups. Obviously, the 3 of cups is reversed at the bottom of the deck, which is giving me, it's giving this week relationship vibes. We have the 2 3s that make me, bring up relationships. We have the professional relationships and the personal relationships. This is looking like networks. It is possible that some of you work with your friends. I will be ignoring you for the rest of this reading explicitly because it's simpler to treat, the friendship and the professional relationship separately. So I'm just going to talk about them as if that's the case. Also, I'm noticing, obviously, the 3 of Cups is reversed, whereas the 3 of Coins is upright. So this is looking like a week where the strain or the challenges are more on the personal side. And it's also weird that the only 2 reversed cards in the entire reading are also the only 2 cups in the entire reading. So it's looking like a week of your professional relationships potentially serving as a buoy to alleviate you from potential challenges in your personal relationships. That's kind of the surface level way to read this, but it's difficult to ignore. I'm also struck by how the only major arcana card is the Fool here at the bottom of your cross. So there is a new beginning, or at least a beginning of a new cycle, because we also have a 10 of Coins here, which I often read it as like the big why, the big dream and all that stuff. And I'm definitely reading it that way too. But when the personal and the professional are mixing, it's difficult to figure out how to blend them together, or how to harmonize them into one whole. And the other thing, but I think that the invitation for you for this week is to lean more on the practical, because again, all of these are coins and cups. Obviously, we have one major arcana here, but all of these are coins and cups. So this is a very receptive week. And I think that this is a week to not let your emotions get the better of you, obviously with the King of Cups reversed in the middle of it and the 3 of Coins, of Cups underpinning everything. So what I would say is don't sweat the small stuff with your friends and appreciate the ways in which the people you collaborate with are different from the people that you spend your free time with. I that kind of sounds cynical, but I'm meaning it in a way of not necessarily refuge, but maybe that distance to reorient yourself and to realize where you want to go so that you can take the next new leap, whether it be on the professional side or on the personal side. That was a mic drop. If you liked your reading, please give this video a like, and you can use the timestamps in the description below to jump to your oracle card reading. I'll see you there. All right, group 2, let's see what we have for you for this week. Okay. Interesting. Okay, I was about to say they're all even, but we have the ace here, so that is not the case. Oh yeah, I forgot the, wow. I really set up that pyramid correctly. I forgot to do the thing where I look at the viewfinder when I have this, but regardless of what I forgot to do, I'm gonna stare at these cards right now. Okay, I didn't pause the recording long at all. The thing that strikes me is how we have the 2 major arcanas here and the 2 of cups in the middle of everything. So this is looking like not necessarily a mentorship relationship, but more like a collaboration between 2 people who are awesome in their own right, but one of them is far more experienced with the other. We have the last major arcana card, and the first with a number. The Fool in the Marseille does not have a number, so yeah, that's an interesting tidbit. And we also have the Ace of Coins at the foundation of everything. And we also have double 8s here, so there's a lot of movement. So this is looking like, you know, I was gonna try to, I was trying to come up with some kind of hitching a wagon onto a vehicle metaphor. However, we have 2 awesome vehicles here, and I'm not sure either one is dragging the other or dragging anything. They're driving this thing. So I would, this reading is, if no other person came to mind while I was speaking, I would suggest you be on the lookout for opportunities to collaborate with people that you think are awesome, whether you look up to them or whether they are up and coming and they have a lot of potential. There's a lot of that energy in these cards. So, and again, the only pips here, except for the ace, are even. So there's a lot of, not necessarily stability. I sense the disruption to be minor. It's the kind of collab that makes both of these people go, why haven't we done this sooner? And again, if this doesn't map like concretely, like that you do something and that you will actually collaborate to create something that's bigger than the sum of your parts with someone else who's awesome, I'm not sure how to map that to your situation, but that is the vibe. So thank you very much for watching. If you liked your reading, please give this video a like, and you can use the timestamps in the description below to jump to your Oracle card reading. I'll see you there. Whoops. All right, group 3. Let's see what we have for you for this week. Okay, don't panic. Oh, yeah, this goes here. Don't panic. I mean, considering the non-scary cards that are here, I think it's pretty obvious that despite the challenges, it's looking like we're in good shape here. Yeah, that'll do. All right, let's do that. Beautiful. All right, I'll see you right now. All right, the vibe that I'm getting from these is one of breaking a cycle, and specifically because with these cards, it's looking like everything is awesome. We have 2 majors, my favorite card in the deck, in the middle of everything. However, with these cards here, and also with this Ace of Cups reverse at the bottom of the deck, this is like, let's say that there's something that used to annoy you or that used to bother you, or some kind of compulsion or bad habit that you used to have that you moved on from. And all of a sudden something happens that would normally trigger that bad habit or compulsion or you know, negative thoughts or whatever. And this is looking like a week to kind of move on from that, to say, oh yeah, it's irritating, but I'm not going back to that thing. So I've moved on, I'm a better person now. I can combine, I have people around me either that are helping me or that I'm helping. And there's, if you've ever coached or mentored or helped anyone, you know how helpful it is for the person that is giving the coaching as well. So it really doesn't matter who you are in the Six of Coins. With these two cards here and the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck, this is like the interference in an emotional new beginning, but caused by something that used to be much worse, and confronting that and moving on. So the interference is kind of in the sense of not a major one, but you know, a minor irritant, basically, that normally would have been huge. And all of a sudden it's just, oh yeah, it stings, but you know, I got shit to do. I got places to go. I got people to help, and that kind of thing. So this would be a week to take it in stride. And again, remember that the past does not have to equal the future. And the funny thing is, I have the feeling that you already know that, because again, the devil being reversed here is giving me a lot of vibes of moving on from it. So yeah, if that you know, old acquaintance calls you back who used to, you know, irritate you, it's totally fine to say, oh, thank you, but no thank you. You can either lie or be honest. It doesn't matter. And it looks like you're in a good position to handle it well. So I guess I'm going to wrap up there. If you liked your reading, please give this video a like. And if you don't want to watch me pick up your reading, you can use the timestamps below to jump ahead a couple of seconds. I'll see you at the Oracle card portion. All right, the Oracle card portion. Yeah, this should be good. Maybe something like that. That'll do. Excellent. All right, Group A, your card is Leo, Shine. Very interesting. Let me stare at this and absorb this. Okay, I'm gonna ignore the shine part and I'm just gonna talk about Leo. So given the readings that I gave, the aspects of Leo are courage, following your heart, being proud, that kind of thing. There's also the shadow side of Leo that I would like to warn you against, which is taking things personally. Sometimes Leos can lash out a bit like Cancers when they're prickly or pricked. So you might want to be mindful of that, if that even applies. But this is the time for you to take your spot. Yeah, Group B, your card is first quarter moon in Aquarius. Trust the universe. Very interesting. So if the first quarter moon is in Aquarius, that means the sun is in Scorpio. That didn't help at all. Let me pause and reflect. Yeah, I'm going to drop it and reduce it to the trust the universe phrase. It doesn't have to make sense. You know, Mercury stationing retrograde this week, so that might have something to do with it. I would take this as an invitation to practice your skill of being able to operate without a map, and to just trust that you will get to where you want to go, and that you are skilled enough to orient yourself with the landmarks that are around you. And even if you can't, it doesn't have to make sense. Just trust your gut. If Group C, your card is Freya, representing Aquarius. Let me stare at this card. Yeah, as an Aquarian, I'm definitely taking the scenery here as an invitation to go off the beaten path. This might be an opportunity, or at least it's looking like this week might have an opportunity for you to innovate in a way that hasn't been done before. Maybe reinvent the wheel in ways that look crazy to other people at first, but once you actually show the results, they're like, oh man, that I hadn't. It looked to me like you were crazy, but now that I see it, it looks like you're onto something. You know, as an Aquarius, I'm used to it. No big deal. Group D, your card is Ostentation. This is Saturn in Taurus. Let me stare at this. I am so glad I asked my digital virtual assistant what ostentation means. This is the week for the humble brag, or at least, okay, if you are generally boastful, this is an invitation to tone it down. If you are not genuinely boastful, this is an invitation to step it up. I don't think, like, if you're not usually boastful, I don't think you need much prodding to be reminded to boast subtly. But it is time to take your place. And again, if you are boastful normally, it is time to know your place and to be a bit more humble. You can still rock on. This is, ostentation, the humble brag. It's totally fine to brag for this week, but to do so subtly. That's a good note to end on. If you like this video, please give this video a like. I hope y'all have a great week. Take care. I'll see you soon.